Hello and welcome to Shorts. I'm going to demonstrate a program that uses the quadratic formula to solve a quadratic equation. I'm going to go to my package from last week and create a new class. I'm going to call this quadratic formula. Actually, I'm going to call this quadratic equation. And take note that the superclass is automatically set to java.long, that's object. And this is going to be interesting later. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to set my numerical coefficients. And I'm going to be using doubles because the Java built-in functions only operate with doubles. I'm going to make a constructor. And it's going to take the following arguments: double A, double B, double C. And I'm going to use this keyword to set these equals to my instant variables. And now I have modeled the quadratic equation using a class, and I'm going to make a method that is going to return nothing, and this is going to take no arguments, and this name is going to be quadratic formula. And so it's going to take no arguments. And it's going to have two variables, which are also going to be double, x1 and double x2. And I'm going to set one equals to the quadratic formula. This is going to be minus b minus, and here I'm going to be using the the java.long superclass, and I do not have to import it because it is a superclass automatically. And I'm going to be taking the square root of the following: math.power, I'm going to set b to the power of 2 minus 4 times a times c. And I'm going to divide all of this by 2 times a. This is x1. And I'm going to do the same thing to x2, with the difference of this being positive. And this is going to be the two solutions for my quadratic equation. Quadratic equations always have two solutions. In special cases, the two solutions are equal, so you actually get one solution, but now I'm going to just print these. Oh yes, and also this is not going to solve for imaginary numbers because Java doesn't support that, and I'm not going to be doing that right now. So I'm just going to write the following: x1 is going to be equals to, and I'm going to concatenate x1. Then I'm going to add a tab by /t, x2 equals to concatenation x2. And this should print my results. Now, since I'm not going to be getting ideally I would need to use a try catch in case I'm trying to divide by 0 or I'm trying to take the square root of a negative number. But Java does this automatically, and in that case this is going to return NaN, which stands for not a number. Also, I could give the user some feedback as to, or give myself some feedback as to what went wrong. I can make an if statement, and inside this if statement I'm going to check if I'm trying to take the square root of a negative number. So I'm going to say math. So this is going to be checking if b squared is less than 4 times a times c. And in this case, I'm going to just print out cannot take the square root of a negative number. And then I'm going to check in case I'm trying to divide by 0. And I'm going to check that if a is equals to 0, then I'm going to be trying to divide by a negative number. So I'm going to say cannot divide with 0. And now I'm going to check this by going into my main class. I'm going to make a new quadratic equation object called my eq for my equation equals a new, and by this I'm calling the constructor, and I can set a equals to 1, b equals to also to 1, and c equals to -1. And I know already that this is going to give a valid solution. And now I'm going to call my quadratic formula method for this object. And it has given us the correct solution. And just out of curiosity, I'm going to show what happens if I'm going to be trying to take the square root of a negative number, and I give the error message. But Java has already just set this equals to NaN automatically, so it did not get an error, but now you also know what is wrong. And now I'm going to set this back to -1, and I'm going to set this equals to 0. In this case, a is going to be 0, and I'm going to be trying to divide with 0. And it has also given me the solution cannot divide by 0. And this is something, guys, that Java can give you as a answer, which is infinity. In this case, we got negative infinity, which is obvious, not a valid solution, but we also know that we have been trying to divide with 0. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you find this video useful.